because China is a fascinating, complicated place, with a long, important history.
Shall I come?
I became pretty interested in China. I've been playing white guys in Chinese movies for 19 years. I made my first movie in 1999. And at that time also there were only 2 TV shows from the United States that had come to China. Number 1 was Growing Pains. It's called like 成长的烦恼, right? And the other one was Hunter and the Call. And not too surprisingly, the characters were not like really realistic. There were all these crazy ideas. They had when Americans meet a girl, they immediately run up and start hugging and kissing her. Along with all of this economic expansion and growth that happened in China, a lot of foreigners came over. The writers of Chinese movies and Chinese TV shows suddenly had so much more information. And so for my life, what it meant was the parts that I was playing, the roles that I was playing got a lot better. And then as China became richer and more powerful, the Chinese film industry, people started to, see things from China. They'd seen Hong Kong movies, but the first time people really started to notice Chinese movies in the United States was Wu Zhanglong. And people were like, Chinese people make pretty good movies. That was really good.
Oh, thank you.
And so people started to, pay attention and notice. So since then, there has been this massive influx of foreigners coming to be actors. And I remember so clearly my first day acting. And I remember getting up on stage and everybody kind of laughing, because I was like this shy person. And suddenly I wasn't shy. Because every time I would read something Sun Tzu said, it was a little difficult to understand. But then there would always be one guy who would explain it really clearly. It was always the same guy. It was Cao Cao. I thought, wow, that guy is so clever. And so when it came time for me to choose a name in my Chinese class, I chose that name. And China, for the last 19 years, has allowed me to live this wonderful dream. To play all these different characters, to be in this interesting place that changes all the time. I've played almost every famous, important person who came to China. I've played Stilwell, I've played Claire Chenault. Specifically for me, to use a really stereotypical phrase, but one that's really appropriate, it's been a dream come true. It was just a fantastic experience. I arrived and it was a huge adventure.